What is going on, JK Philly fans? Welcome back to another episode on the channel. Just wanted to recap the game that we just had against the Toronto Raptors. The end result was 118 to 105. This game was another embarrassing one, especially to a team that we have the same record to. It just did not look good at all. Statistics wise, Quentin Grimes is doing great. And he continues to do great, but other than that, we're looking for somebody to roll with him. And just like Kelly Oubre came back, it's like, we're gonna do something with him. I don't know. He just came back off of illness. Andre Drummond, are we gonna do something with him? I don't know. He's a little bit too old, or whatever. Jared Butler's been looking all right. The other young guys that we're throwing in, like Jeff Doughton, Ricky Council, even Lonnie Walker to an extent, who had a scary injury in the beginning. So I think he's all good. They didn't really say anything on the broadcast, but just all the other guys like Alex Reese as well, as like, who are we throwing in there that is going to be consistent with Quentin Grimes at this point? Because this is a game that looked like it should have been a little bit more competitive. But when we jump over to the statistics, you'll understand why I'm talking about that. So as we go through the statistics, we see here, this is what basically everybody finished with. Refreshing the page just to make sure that is all up to date. Quentin Grimes with another almost 30-point game basically against the Raptors. Really the only person doing any type of scoring out there. You did have Jeff Doughton, who we just talked about yesterday. I believe he had 17 points the other day. Now he has another 20-point game. He got a lot more time than I guess he was supposed to, because you could see when Lonnie Walker came off with 20 seconds only in the game, Nick Nurse called Jeff Doughton over, so it looks like he filled up some Lonnie Walker time. But, production from him as well. Another average night from, I won't say average, but just, efficient night from Adem Bona, 13.9 rebound game. But really, anybody else that we're looking for stuff from, you got your Kelly Oubre, who's giving you consistent points in the teens, and then even Ricky Council, who's giving you double digits. Everybody else is kind of just we're out here to play, I guess. Justin Edwards didn't really have a great game, and he's playing 22 minutes. I don't really know what the thought process is with wanting to start Justin Edwards. I don't think he's terrible. But I think if anybody deserves a starting position, it definitely should be your Ricky Council, who you're playing 10 minutes more than Justin Edwards. Maybe it's a position base that you need. You don't want to put Ricky Council at the forward position, but I think he can handle it. But this game overall was just terrible in terms of the defense that was produced, because you scroll down and you're looking at the Toronto Raptors scoring, and no disrespect, but disrespect, who's Jared Rhoden, who's AJ Lawson, and who's Orlando Robinson, who scored 25 points, 12 rebounds, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and Orlando Robinson, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Are we doing any type of rebounding? You got 3 nobodies on the team that are almost scoring. They're scoring 25 plus points, and one almost scored 30. And I've never even heard of this guy. If that's my fault, then that's my fault. But 24 years old, he's only 2 years in and undrafted. So maybe he's just having a good year this year. But this is embarrassing. But really, in this term of what our expectations are right now, is I want to see a little bit more competition from some of these guys. Yes, Jeff Doughton, like I said, had a good game. I wish he was a little bit more efficient overall in terms of his rebounding and assist, even if he's the guard. And even Jared Butler, he didn't have a bad night, because he's still getting his assist totals up with 9 points and 8 assists and even 6 rebounds. So close to a triple-double. But, somebody's got to compare, or at least be Quentin Grimes 2-man right now, because it's the Quentin Grimes Sixers right now. So nothing else though from the game. It was pretty bare bones. I think just the main thing from this is that Adem Bona is already such an aggressive player, but he needs to be so much more aggressive if he wants to be more proficient with his defensive ability. Because I think a lot of people, just because of his frame, are just like, oh, I'm going at this guy and I'm going to get my points. Obviously, like in the paint from this game and then the game last night against the Atlanta Hawks. So people aren't scared to go at him. That paint is not protected when Andre Drummond comes off the floor. It's barely protected. I won't say barely, but it's not as protected even when he is on the floor. So it's just, we just need to be more proficient in that area. I know we don't have a lot of big guys. It's really just Adem Bona and Andre Drummond. You know, Yabusele was out this game, so it's kind of do whatever you want to the Sixers. If you can get to the lane, you're probably going to finish. If not, you're going to get a good driving kick like, what's his name, Jamal Shed. Like, he only had 5 assists, but in the beginning of the game, he only played 12 minutes, to be fair to him. But for most of the game when he was in, he was driving kick, and people were hitting their shots out there. So whatever they wanted to do, best believe they were doing it and getting a lot just because of these 12, and 14 rebounds just from 3 players. Their second chance opportunities. So just need to be more proficient with that. Want to see a little bit more from Adem Bona. Definitely want to see more from Justin Edwards as well, especially because he's been getting the start recently, and I don't think he deserves to be starting over Ricky Council, to be honest, at this point. But those are just my thoughts about our bad Sixers so far. But that's all I got. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back next time for our game against the Pacers, but appreciate you guys for watching. Talk to y'all. Thank you guys for watching another episode of JK Philly. Make sure you stay tuned by subscribing to the channel.